Headlines and weather from around the state in less than 10 minutes.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us for Tennessee in 10. I'm Amanda Hara at WSMV in Nashville. We're going to start with a story that could potentially affect all of us, no matter where you live in Tennessee. State Republicans are considering saying no to nearly $2 billion from the federal government. Now, Tennessee gets the money every year to help low-income students, English learners, and students with disabilities. State Republicans, though, are setting up a panel that will consider turning that money down so the state can be free from federal oversight. House Speaker Cameron Sexton says the state would instead come up with the money on its own.
You say that the school is safe, even under lockdown. Why are we not able to get our children?
And our cameras were rolling when angry parents confronted a Nashville high school principal with frustrations about how a lockdown was handled. Parents rushed to Overton High School after getting text from their kids about an active shooter threat. It turned out to be fake, but parents say they had no communication from the school until much later.
Honestly, I didn't have to come out here and address you all. That's not, I'm just being a good person to help you feel some level of security, to know we follow by the book. Our students are safe. Not at all. I don't have to, I could have stayed in my office.
Well, you know, you just,
but I just came because I saw you. Exactly, because I'm a good person.
So you saw us, so you felt bad for us standing out here waiting on news for our kids, and you came out here?
Absolutely.
That's kind of disrespectful, don't you think?
Not at all.
So a voicemail was sent out to parents later saying that 2 students had been taken into custody for the threat. And we've just learned within the last few minutes here, the Uvalde Foundation is now asking the school board to review that situation and its response. A mid-state mayor is charged with domestic assault this morning. Landon Mathis is the mayor in Burns, which is in Dixon County. Deputies tell us he got into a fight with his girlfriend's kid. That kid told deputies he made a deal with Mathis to do yard work, but Mathis wouldn't pay. Instead, deputies say Mathis body slammed the kid, twisted his nose. The town of Burns is not commenting on this case.
Here are your top stories from the Mid-South. The night the Shelby County Corrections deputy charged in connection with the death of Jershawn Freeman has been booked. Charles Gatewood is facing 2 counts of aggravated assault charges. He joins 8 other correction deputies facing similar charges, 2 accused of second-degree murder. Jershawn Freeman died in custody at 201 Poplar in October of last year. All 9 are expected to appear in court next month. And current water levels in the Mississippi River are just over 1 foot from the record lows we saw last year. The low levels are starting to worry some experts in both economic and environmental sectors. They are predicting the water levels might not rise until after Christmas. The water levels could get lower than it did last year, which could cost people money. The Mississippi River Cities and Town Committee is going to be meeting with the National Drought Resilience Partnership this week to give immediate recommendations. And a pothole in East Memphis is being celebrated for its birthday. Neighbors along D Road near Seattle Park have decided this pothole is here to stay. So they recently celebrated the pothole's birthday by decorating it with balloons. Those are your headlines from the Mid-South.
In the WVLT newsroom, I'm Harry Sullivan. Right now, police in Morristown are searching for a missing grandmother and her 3-year-old grandson after the pair were reported missing by the child's mother. Barbara Ann Smith took her grandson, Jaden Douglas Barger, for a walk from his home on Sulphur Springs Road around 5:30 yesterday evening. The pair were then seen at Fred Miller Park. That was around 7:30. They never made it back home. Jaden was wearing a peach-colored shirt with a dinosaur on the front. Barbara was last seen wearing a blue T-shirt and blue capris. Morristown police are asking anyone who may know where Barbara and Jaden are to contact police immediately. And an East Tennessee woman is using her story of heartbreak to try and save lives across the country. Sierra Matthews was just 26 years old when she died from an overdose of fentanyl. Now her mother in Granger County is dedicating her life to helping raise awareness and save others. To do so, she's working with a group called Rachel's Angels. They put billboards up across the country, raising awareness about the dangers of drugs.
Every time I see the billboard, I cry. The very first billboard we went to see, we drove to Kentucky. I cried. Every time I see a billboard go up, I cry. Not only for my loss, but for the other mothers that have lost their children.
Rachel's Angels continues to raise money to put more billboards up. We'll see even more go up across Tennessee around December. And are you noticing more snakes this time of year? Well, wildlife experts say there is a reason why. As the temps start to cool down, you're going to notice more snakes, maybe in your driveway, out on the road. Well, the TWRA says they like to stay on the pavement because it actually keeps them warm. There are 35 different species of snakes across Tennessee. Only 2 are venomous. That's copperheads and rattlesnakes. Here's what you can do if you see a venomous snake on your property.
Well, you know, if the snake's protected, if it's inside my home or it's in my garage or my porch, can I kill it? Well, if it's a venomous species, I think you'd be completely justified in killing that snake. You know, nobody wants that around their home, around their children.
He does say if you see a snake on your property and it's not venomous, just minding its own business, they ask you not to kill it. Snakes eat a lot of the pests that would otherwise wind up inside our homes as it gets colder. In the WVLT newsroom, I'm Harry Sullivan. Those are your top headlines around East Tennessee.
All right, Harry, thanks. Let's talk about the forecast where you live. Steph, now some people could see some maybe pop-up showers coming midweek.
Pop-up showers, even a couple of thunderstorms, Amanda. Now, there is a low-end severe weather threat that's coming with that. It's really sandwiched between Nashville and Knoxville, so areas like Cookeville out through the northern Cumberland Plateau. This is a very low-end threat, a 1 out of 5 on the scale, just because tomorrow should be a little bit more humid. We'll have a chance to warm up as we go through the day, so that should make the atmosphere have a little bit of extra moisture, a little extra charge to it, and could fire off an isolated strong thunderstorm. The rest of today looks beautiful. Abundant sunshine, 86 in Knoxville, 89 Nashville. We'll be near 90 in Memphis, Jackson and Tiptonville, Lawrenceburg 87, Chattanooga at 86. Overnight, things will stay nice and calm. We will eventually see a few more clouds mix in. Here's the pop-up shower and thunderstorm tomorrow. I want you to notice this is very isolated. The bulk of this will be east of I-65, closer to East Tennessee. A lot of the area should stay dry. Just make sure you are staying weather ready for that isolated strong storm, Amanda.
All right, Stefano, thanks. And thanks to you for watching Tennessee in 10. For all of us, I'm Amanda Hara here in Nashville. We hope you have a great day.
This is Tennessee in 10. Headlines and weather from around the state in less than 10 minutes.